Today is a great day for America, and I'll tell you why. NASA announced they're going to put a man back on the moon for the first time. They say it's going to be back on the moon, but I'm saying it's for the first time. I don't believe that rubbish about the so-called moon landings. That's not true. A lot of people believe it was fake. It was the late 60s, early 70s. Everyone was very, very high. It was very easy to say, there was a man on the moon. Huh? Yeah, Jerry Garcia, he did it. He was there. Of course there was a man on the moon. As a child, I was fascinated with space. NASA, in fact, was my first contact with America. I wrote to NASA from Scotland when I was a little boy, requesting photographs. They sent you back this huge poster of the galaxy. This fantastic stuff they sent back to my house, and I hung this poster in my little bedroom in Scotland for years, and I was amazed that American taxpayers would pay for that. Not even American. That's why NASA went bust, by the way. There's nothing to do with sending rockets to the moon. Yeah, give all the kids in Europe free posters, it's fine. The other kids at that time had posters of Farrah Fawcett in the room. I had a full frontal of Mars. And I had about as much chance of getting on Mars as they had of getting on Farrah Fawcett, so it's just a bit simple. The astronauts, though, I'm in awe of astronauts. They are the modern-day pioneers, perhaps even braver than their forebears like Columbus, who came to America in a covered wagon. Whatever he did, I don't know, it's all history, it's all a pack of lies, who cares? It happened yesterday, I don't care. Do you know what would be impressive? Go to the moon in a covered wagon. How about that? That would be good. That would be the amazing race. That would be... Now your challenge, go to the moon in this. And eat some bugs as well. For those of you who don't keep up with moon gossip, and I know there may be one or two, the moon, you see, was created when a piece of the Earth, somewhere around about the Pacific Ocean probably, broke off and spun off into space. In other words, the moon is in fact a spin-off of Earth. It's kind of like Joey is a spin-off of Friends. Said, of course, that millions of people watch the moon every night. No, come on. Cheap shot. And the moon will still be here next season. And... No, stop. Stop. And the moon's funnier. The moon... The moon journey, this NASA landing, it's scheduled to take place in the year 2018. This is true. So that's 13 years. So I'll be 56 years old in 13 years, which in show business years, I'll be almost 40 by that time. That's a kind of, whoa! Now, listen, I know what you're thinking, so we might as well just get out in the open. I'm talking about space, and you're hoping I'm going to say Uranus. There, I've said it, right? I've said it. It's out. We're done, right? No more of Uranus. It's one of those words. People, I mean, you can't say it properly. People had to start saying Uranus. That's what you have to say Uranus now, because even Nobel Prize-winning scientists were giggling when they said Uranus. Tonight, we have to take the telescope and look up Uranus. You can't help it. Come on, America. Uranus is funny. It just is. Do you know, we don't have any famous scientists anymore, actually. I was just thinking about it. We used to have Einstein, Oppenheimer, Carl Sagan. They were household names. We don't have any famous scientists anymore. Now we've only got Bill Nye, the science guy. That's it. And he's only famous because his last name rhymes with guy. And he's not even a scientist. He's just a guy. He's a science guy. What would they have done if his name was Bill McPherson? Bill McPherson, science person, I suppose. That'd be all right. Bill McPherson, science person. Whoa! Ooh, dancing as fast as I can. Now, I want to know why we're going back to the moon, actually. We've been there, we've done that. There's nothing on the moon, we know that. There's some golf balls, some flags, and a dune buggy. That's it. It's exactly like Palm Springs. Why would you go? Just go to Palm Springs. Nah, I go to the moon. I've been to Palm Springs. NASA is setting up a launch. The idea is that NASA are going to set up a launching pad on the moon to explore the further reaches of the solar system. It's going to be kind of like a hub on the moon. It's where astronauts will connect, get their connecting flights. It's like Chicago O'Hare on the moon. What if I have a Cinnabon on the moon? They'll have a Cinnabon on the moon. See, Buzz Aldrin, who was on this show, said that in the future, space travel will have to be private investment. Governments can't afford it. But what does he know about the moon? He's never been there. That was it. I'm kidding. You know, Buzz Aldrin once punched a guy for saying that. He told me, a guy said, you were never, it was all a fake. He went, is that fake? You don't mess with astronauts. They're tough guys. They go in tin cans and go to outer space. They're crazy. I'm getting a cat. Yeah, sure, yeah. Stick a rocket in my Uranus and send me to space. Why not? I'm crazy. I like the idea, though, of going to a place, the moon, where the gravity isn't in full effect. In the moon, you only weigh a sixth of what you weigh here. For a fat guy, that would be awesome. It would be fantastic. You can forget all about these harsh weight loss programs, you know, all that nonsense about, eat sensibly, get some exercise. Bollocks to that. You wouldn't have to do it. Just go to the moon. If you're a shut-in who changes channels on your TV with a stick, on the moon, you'll be Lance Armstrong. You'd be like an athlete. Fatness will be sexy on the moon. People will want to hold on to you to keep from drifting off into the... Sure? Drifting off. I think we have to face the truth. This moon mission, it's not for exploration. We've been to the moon. We know it's there. The moon is being primed to become a vacation destination. That's what's happening. You think, 100 years ago, what looked like the moon? Las Vegas. 100 years ago, Las Vegas looked like the moon. Now, so now that's why we're partnered with, with the Russians. You have to be connected to organised crime to develop something like that. That's what I'm saying. I'm kidding. What? No, I'm kidding. I think the moon would be better than Vegas anyway. People are always complaining that Vegas is too hot and it's got too much gravity. So... Yeah, I went to Vegas, too much gravity. But imagine an all-you-can-eat buffet on the moon. It'd be like all you can inhale. No guilt. You can eat anything, but it doesn't matter. You can do more shots on the moon because you fall down slower. You won't get hurt. You can vomit and then get the garbage and collect it before it is. It would be very nice for the older ladies because no sagging and that kind of... I'm just saying. Hey, I don't make up the laws of physics. I'm just telling you. The best part of all this, though, what happens on the moon stays on the moon. That's what I'm saying. Let's get on with the show, everybody.